Today you're going to be learning about how to use an app called Jamboard. So as a student, you're going to go into Google Classroom and you are going to click on whatever class is there for you. And today we're going to be in our third grade science class. Now we have all of the different assignments that are here. I like to go to classwork. The one that we're going to do today is called weather. It's the pretest and vocabulary. Now, as a student, this is going to look a little bit different, but when they click on view assignment, the student work, they'll have instructions, but they will have a little box up in the corner, and it's going to have their assignment, which is this Jamboard, but it will have their name attached to the front of it. So they're going to click on that link. So I'm going to click on the link here, and they are going to open their Jamboard. Now this is their own copy. They're not editing the teacher's copy. They're editing their own copy if you do it through Google Classroom. And I'm just going to make a copy of this one so that I'm not editing my regular one. And I'm going to show you the different tools and tricks that you can use on Jamboard. So if a teacher has already posted something on here, you can read the instructions and you can follow the directions. And so it says, highlight the correct answer, use the pictures as clues if you're unsure of the correct answer. So when it says highlight, I have a pen here. However, I want to find the highlighter. So I'm going to click on this little arrow, and then it's going to show me a pen. It's going to show me a marker option. It's going to show me the highlighter option or a paintbrush. And like I said, I want to highlight, and let's say I want to highlight in green today. So I'm going to get a green highlighter, and it says the bottom part of Earth's atmosphere is called and I read through my choices, and I know it is troposphere. So I am going to highlight my answer. And then it says wind is created by differences in, and then I'm going to highlight my next answer, air pressure. Now, if I highlight over again, it's going to make it darker and I can barely see the answer. So I want to just highlight once. And if I accidentally mess up or want to undo what I just did, I can click these arrows and it goes back and forward and back. And if I want to zoom into my, I can zoom in 100% so that I can see a little closer. I can then zoom back out so that it fits on my screen. And that makes it easy to see. Now, if I were to, let's say, clear the frame, all my work is going to go away. So I don't want to click this button. I want to make sure I do undo and my work will come back. So again, all this is very important as a student because you want to make sure that you are following the directions and not erasing anything that you shouldn't be erasing. So then it says Earth receives this from the sun. And like I said, I need my highlighter tool again, and it's still my green highlighter, so I'm doing fine. Now, if I, then I'm going to say Earth receives heat energy from the sun. And again, I didn't really like that highlight, so I undo, and then I can do a nice straight line for heat energy. Okay, so the other thing that I can do, so once I've gone through my answers, now it looks like I have more than one board here. So you can see all three boards if you click that button, or you can just click to the next board and you can see there's 10 questions in all. And then this second one, it says move the green words to the right side of their correct definition. So now I can use my eraser tool. If let's say I went back to the first one and I wanted to erase my answer, I can use my eraser tool, but I like that undo button a little better than the eraser just because it goes a little quicker. Okay, so now, like I said, I'm going to take my select tool and it says a scientist who studies the weather. So I'm going to find my word that is meteorologist, and I'm going to move it to the right side of the correct definition. Okay, and then let's say moving air created by differences in pressure. I know that's wind, so I'm going to move that one where it belongs. And then you go through the process. And again, this is just more like an interactive tool for teachers and students to use. And the only other thing I can show you is that there are sticky notes. So if a child has a question, they can say, can you help me with this one? And they might save this. And then we press cancel. And let's just say I want to put that one here by number 3 because I can't figure it out. And that way when I turn it in, my teacher knows that I was unsure of that answer and maybe she can help. So cool things like that students can do. And I would actually say number 3 because that will give the teacher a little bit more information of how she needs to help. And then we keep going, and again, you can copy by clicking. You can actually duplicate the box. So if I needed help with another one, I could do that, and then I could say, could you help me with number 5, right? And I can click save, and then I didn't know that one either, so I'm gonna put that. Maybe I'll even put that here in front of the question, because that way the teacher can see that I had trouble with those two. Okay, and now the next one, we keep going through, and the only other thing that you can do on this, you can add images and things into here. You can add circles, you can add squares and all kinds of shapes, so they can make all kinds of different diagrams and things like that. And then finally, you can get a text box so they could write more as well. And then just like that, and then they can type, and then they can put their answers. So there are lots of options for Jamboard. It's a wonderful tool. You can point, so if you need a little tracker to help you read, then that works as well. So yeah, so then finally, when I'm done with my work, I can go back to my classroom, and then my work is all saved. Once I do it, it saves it. So I don't even have to click save anywhere. I just go back to my classroom, and when I know I'm done and I've answered all my questions and my assignment is ready to be turned in, there should be a purple turn in button. You click turn in, and it'll ask if you're sure you want to turn it in. You click turn it in again, and that is how you complete a Jamboard activity through Google Classroom.